Greetings and welcome to Chagga and Dee Dee presents the Grimstone Chronicles Season 3 Episode 15. I am your host, but not your DM. That is, I believe, Adam tonight on this fine Wednesday. How is everyone doing? Let me make your mics nice and toasty.
Greetings!
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, folks.
I am oddly happy with video game news right now.
Weird.
What did
Kenny.
you hear?
Microsoft is buying Activision Blizzard for $69 million. Or
69 million?
Billion.
Oh, okay.
Billion with a B.
With a B.
Okay, million, like what?
Wait, what?
And Blizzard could really use new leadership, so I think this is good. And I think Activision could use new leadership, so I think this is good, particularly because Microsoft has done really well with games like Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's super well supported. It's all the things, and then the Xbox, the official Xbox stream has been streaming StarCraft 2 recently, which makes me hopeful that there might be some like updates or continued support for that game. So that's good. Like that's a
lot. That's a lot of bees, man.
That's a lot of B, yes.
Oh yeah, so Activision Blizzard was bought for the equivalent of all the money Star Wars ever made ever.
It's a bold venture. I'm sure it was like, welcome to the Microsoft family. Get to work.
Well, so the main thing that they're doing is, so Microsoft is like no longer pushing consoles so hard. They're now pushing their service. It's like Game One or whatever it's called.
Okay, yes.
Their game subscription service that's equivalent of Netflix. And it's like, we're taking the entire Activision library and trying to put as much of it on like the Xbox subscription service as they
They're
can.
looking for content.
So
Yeah,
they get all Blizzard games too, then.
They get all Blizzard games, so they're getting Diablo, they're getting Warcraft, they're getting StarCraft.
That's huge.
That's huge. That's why. So I want StarCraft to get support. This is awesome. Also, this is cool. What's also funny is like Crash Bandicoot is now officially owned by Xbox.
Oh, that's funny.
Spyro the Dragon is officially owned by Xbox.
That is funny.
Hey, look at your flagship games for your console. Yeah, we don't own them anymore. Go play it on the Xbox One or whatever it is. Or on PC.
That's funny right there. No, I apparently didn't look at the news today.
So this is I think this is good, and I think it's like I being selfish, I think this is good particularly for games like Diablo, and more importantly games like StarCraft, because StarCraft Blizzard last year said that we're no longer re-upping any of the professional gaming scene contracts for it.
Mm-hmm.
And Microsoft's already come back going, we like the idea of having professional gamers. We like the idea of having sports teams and everything.
Well, yeah, Microsoft is a much more mature company, so I imagine all the craziness that was going on at Blizzard.
Yeah, well, it's like, it's the when one of the line items on your monthly reports is how much you spent on strippers is probably not the most professional thing to be doing in 2020. You know? Oh, well,
yeah,
this is our,
that stuff will
department
change.
stripper budget.
Are they going to roll it in with with Microsoft Game Studios or whatever it's called now?
So right now they're stating that they're not changing the president or the CEO.
Got it.
I wish they did change the CEO, but they're trying to right now, at least for the near term, they're keeping them as separate entities. But they basically purchased all the IP was the main thing they purchased here.
Yeah, so when you buy a company of that size, there's a long period of time where you're basically integrating things like your HR and your payroll and a bunch of stuff that companies have will be slowly integrated into Microsoft's way of doing business. That sort of thing interesting. The other way of doing it is you just rip the Band-Aid and you roll it in and you end up laying people off. But
That's if they haven't laid people off, like a ton of people off, then they bought more than the IP. They want to keep the people and just integrate it slowly. So
acquiring the IP, but also acquiring the talent that keeps that IP up and running is probably pretty damn important.
They're not going to dump those people with that much money spent.
I imagine World of Warcraft still makes money.
World of Warcraft makes huge money.
So
you know how we just play D&D? There are people out there that this is like they do World of Warcraft, like that is their life.
Nerds.
Right now, there's World
brand
of
of
Warcraft. So what was it? 2 years ago, Blizzard reinstituted the original server, so you could play vanilla World of Warcraft because people were doing it like underground or black market vanilla World of Warcraft servers. And they finally, they realized that the way you stop that is you just put it on your own server. Yeah. You host it, and you're done. Because they're going to stop making a black market version of it. Nerd pot, nerd kettle, nerd.
Correct.
No, it's so this was news where I'm like, typically it's like, oh no, the big companies are only going to be one. It's like, but Microsoft's been really good around video games recently, like video game companies and publishers. Like they let the people make stuff, and Activision isn't currently known for that. They're not quite as bad as EA, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping if they do anything, is they get Bethesda to get back in line because
they own Bethesda now. Yeah.
The last 3-4 years have just been, what the fuck are you doing?
It's like Bethesda. I understand that you're known for having really poor quality control, but that doesn't mean you have to go into it going, we're going to have the worst quality control you've ever seen. We're just going to lean into not having it being a buggy piece of crap. I will be the buggiest piece of crap known to man.
Signature. It's a feature.
All right.
And here's what else sucks.
Exactly. Yeah. Not the show. Make your own damn Twitch channel. Oh, weird.
Weird, strange.
Ahmed, what's going on with you?
Not much. Got my booster shot the other day.
Yeah, and how do you feel?
It's funny. Hours before we started playing today, I started getting a fever. But I'm good. I'll make perfectly good decisions.
Perfect.
And if I don't, it's because of the COVID
shot.
Booster shot.
Yeah. Awesome.
Because I was making a perfect decision before. What's your sorcerer going to do? I'm going to charge right in.
I'm going to teleport in.
I'm going to
kill everything.
All those dire boars that can clearly hit my AC, yeah, I'm going to face tank all 8 of them. You were so lucky. You were so lucky against the pigs. I was sitting there going,
It was not luck, comrade. I planned it exactly like that.
Yeah,
I left with 0 images.
Exactly. You planned it with your highly variable second level spell. I was just talking about in the pregame chatter. I'm like, man, it's not that you get into melee that annoys me. It's when it's when you clearly are doing something exciting / very dangerous for seemingly no reason, which then as playing the healer is like, oh, now I gotta pull out all the stops. I get to fix the problem. Which is fun.
Every now and then, you just have to look at him and go, no.
Yeah.
You think about what you did.
You know that cool thing I was going to try to do next round? No, I need to fly in there myself now. and
I'm
fix
being
the
threatened
boo-boos.
by a bunch of dire boars.
Yeah, exactly. So we were just laughing about that. I'm playing the healer in
Leroy Jenkins.
in 2 of the groups are Chagga and Dee Dee are definitely they have the healing checkbox covered. Oh man, sometimes
one more so than the other.
Yeah, one more. Wait, what? Chagga's not a healer?
Chagga heals. Yes.
When he's
not like Dee Dee heals.
No, not like Phoebe and Dee Dee heals. Oh man.
Exactly.
Oh, I got a new. The next spell we're gonna have to talk about We can talk about it offline, but just as a preview for Dee Dee, it's called Oracle's Vessel. So you cast the spell, and for I think a minute per level, you grant somebody else the benefits of the of your Oracle Mystery.
Oh, that's cool.
Or your Oracle Curse without the drawbacks. So Dee Dee can give people the ability to lay on hands with a 4th level spell. So
crazy.
it just like with 4th level spells just expands the ability for us to heal.
So everybody's just swift action healing themselves.
Swift action healing themselves. I imagine
crazy.
it's off of her level and maybe your charisma. We'll have to detail how that works with daily powers. It's a little bit fudgy, but that's something that
called
will.
Oracle's Vessel.
Oracle's Vessel. Yep.
The other way I did it to maximize healing is to summon creatures that can heal.
Because this basically converts one of her 4th level spells into a redonkulous amount of healing.
Multiple amounts of healing.
All the healing.
Lemmy used to do that. Lemmy used to summon those Brazani archers.
Those Brillani archers
had, like,
that had
Brillani, that's it. They had-
right. Yeah,
they had
Dee Dee
heals
found
for
a
days.
healing hack basically, and I need to run it by the DMs. It won't happen until she levels up, but it might happen tonight because we're on the verge of Mythic. I think we kind of hinted at that. Anyways,
we're getting close. We're getting close.
sorry, I co-opted your story there, Ahmed. Mark, what's going on with you?
Nothing. It's very cold. I spent an hour and a half shoveling the driveway. It, with the wind chill, is minus 28 degrees Celsius. It is, as they say in Canada, holy snapping arseholes, it's cold up here.
It's a balmy 9 degrees Celsius here in Seattle, light rain.
You enjoy that.
Yeah,
You
no
just-
problem.
You know what? You just go. Why don't you go and sun your genitalia up there in the lovely weather?
There's no sun. It's Seattle. There's no sun. I take vitamin D.
Marty comes home, and as soon as it looks like a little flurry's coming, well, time to go back to where it doesn't do this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be back when
Apparently,
this shit's gone.
apparently, I missed over Christmas like the snowmageddon that happened in Seattle. So I'm like, I missed it both ways.
Just
That's
wherever Marty goes, it stops snowing.
I love that power. I love it. Yeah, why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? Let's see. Dugganschmirph, Dee Dee, Capra, Dassod, Phoebe, and Lloes traversed the wilderness of the Trifort area and searched for 4 Fae that were appointed guardians of a Fae court of old. They encounter Gashma and his hordes of dire boars in the Vermilion Marsh. Dugganschmirph finds the home of a long-lost relative. The group discovers a peaceful clan of snow goblins at Rimevine. Nearby, they face a group of invading taiga giants and their herd of mighty frostworms. Very explodey frostworms. Dee Dee and Phoebe perform surgery upon one of the taiga giants, making a grisly discovery, and now it was like inside her intestine with some weird hairs that are special.
Yeah, there's weird white hairs that were forming like a polyp on the inside of her intestine.
Yep.
And within that polyp there was a ring.
And this is the Ring of the Winter Court. I have the exact
Ring of the
name.
Winter Court, which seems to only shine to, like, everybody else sees sort of like a dull piece of costume jewelry. To Dee Dee, it looks like a brilliant gemstone.
The Ring of Winter, also known as the Ring of Repose.
Did we see a picture of the one-eyed Fae that went in?
You did see a sketch of.
Did he have white hair by any chance?
Yes, he did.
Mm.
Yeah, what's this hair stuff? Give me a second. I might be able to answer that.
Dee Dee
Well,
is going to...
I think we found our Fae.
Dee Dee's going to look at the roots of the hair. Maybe there's some blood where the hair got removed. She's going to attempt a blood biography on the hair. If there are any roots, I'm not sure.
Okay. Give me a heal check to get the roots.
see. Phoebe will take the lead.
Oh, see if I aid you.
She's already rolled twice today, so 53.
Okay. Yeah, you can find roots. Yeah.
Okay. Is it significant enough for this spell to work? It says one creature's blood or one blood stain. This is kind of a stretch with the hair, but
yes,
it works.
Yep.
All right. There is a. If it's living or undead creatures, they are entitled to saving throw.
It is not living. It's not a dead.
All right, so who are you?
Ohan Chul.
What are you? Gender, race, profession, role.
Male Ohan Kanu of the Winter Court.
Can you spell that for me for my notes?
OHANCANU.
Can you type it somewhere?
I can.
Yeah, thanks.
Weird custom fae from a module.
All right. Trying to find where I kept notes about this guy. So Ohan Chul is a Ohan canoe.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, his name's like Huey the Human.
What is he? Like, what was his profession or role in life?
He was his professional role in life was the representative of the winter in the proclamation of the court.
What size is he?
Knowledge, nature.
He's a fae, right?
How is your blood shed, or how is this hair cut?
Painful digestion over years.
She ate him?
Oh. Yeah. How do you think she got there?
The years part is fuzzy. The hair. This is a spell. It's pretty specific. Over, we'll say months.
19, Adam.
Well, we'll find when was your blood shed. So when did this happen?
This happened 3 years ago, and it's a little hazy. It's like 2 years, 6 months to 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay. So Ohan Chu got 8. He was a representative of the winter and proclamation of the court, whatever that is. And then he was eaten 3 years ago.
So, a Ohankanu is like an ogre-sized fae.
Huh. He was some sort of ogre. So, Milvander's dead. Sorry, Phoebe. Sorry, Dugan.
I'd like to take some samples of him.
Ohan Chu is, well... Didn't somebody say something about immortality?
I don't remember. Was that my dragon?
What did you get on your knowledge nature, Ahmed?
19. Didn't roll.
19 total? You saw they're like ogre fae. They're like big one-eyed ogre fae. You know that they're known for having.
Did the journal say something? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, in the journal, Ohan Chul explicitly, Milvander Fuzz thought Ohan Chul had his head up his own ass because he was immortal before being given power.
of like all Fae are immortal, aren't they?
This wasn't referring to time.
Ah. So this lady probably didn't place this in her belly. She probably
ate him.
Was this just an oops, it got stuck?
Give me a heal check.
Or was this some sort of like witch occult ritual to like eat a hairball and become and like absorb a thingy?
Here's a question: are those white hairs moving?
Okay. There's no evidence that this was like surgically implanted.
Okay. We're gonna pack up. Dee Dee's gonna pack up the hairs. They might be...
the hairs themselves don't currently seem to be like regenerating. Does anybody else have knowledge of nature or to think about Ohan canoes?
Dee Dee does.
Yeah.
Adam, I'd like to take samples of them.
Okay, give me a D3.
Dee Dee gets a 22.
One sample.
There's one viable sample of him remaining that wasn't like covered in goo or used by the biography spell.
Okay, I'll grapple. I'd like to consume it.
So,
hey, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
We might need this.
Look over there.
No, we might need this.
Massive, brutal forest creatures that delight in destruction. They are thick and powerful and have big noses, large mouths filled with blunt teeth.
Fine. If we need it, though, and you ate it, we're going to use you.
I haven't eaten it yet.
Well, don't eat
Let's
it.
see.
Just keep it for now.
Large Fae.
So
let's wait.
The way the Ohan canoes have a weird sort of life cycle where they basically live until another of their kind kills them and carves from their innards a new Ohan canoe to be born.
That is bizarre.
They tend not to die. They've got special hairs that are connected to their souls, and powerful Ohan canoe don't die unless these hairs are plucked.
This is the 22 giving Dee Dee this information?
Sorry, I was looking at the... Okay. Sorry, I was 45.
That was the heal check.
Okay. Ohan canoes are big brutish things that have weird life cycles, and you think that they kill each other to have babies. Like they're...
This may be part of the creature's, biological imperative to reproduce. You probably don't want to eat this stuff. It could be a baby. Let's just pack this away.
Has Dassod already eaten it?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Right,
No, I said I'm not consuming it. I'm.
Are you going to mark it down on your character sheet then?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
All right.
Ohan canoe. Is that right?
You're kind of a cute, greedy little dragon.
Ohan. I'm bigger than you.
Everybody's bigger than her, except for Phoebe, I guess. And ain't nobody smaller than Duggan. Even Phoebe's bigger than Duggan. Duggan, do you eat properly as a Fae?
I eat just fine, I'll have you know. Fucking Chagga's feed me eating, I don't eat fine.
Phoebe and Duggan are the same size. 10 inches, 2 pounds.
That there's probably a different unit of measurement for something that small.
Right. Or the variations other people can't see when you're talking about 2 pounds.
I am 10 and 1/8 of an inch.
I am 3'4" in atomy feet.
Okay, so we gotta figure out, I guess Owen Chu's dead. He got 8. So, maybe we deal with those bears and take a look in that cave. Maybe there's more hints.
Yeah, hints.
On guard, you dastardly bears!
Wait. We don't need to kill them. They're just bears.
Do you see the size of them? The claws and teeth.
Yeah, but they're no sport to you, Lloes. They probably don't have magic.
Capra's gonna.
Why don't we figure out a way
take
to
magic
make
at the
them...
bears?
Why don't we figure out a way to make them useful to the goblins?
I don't see any magic on.
All right, fine.
Sulfur, you can train animals, can't you?
They're backed off. They're somewhat wary, and they're like licking each other's wounds, kind of in a big pile.
All right, so it's a shallow cave then. We can see them.
Yeah, it's a shallow cave. You can see them.
Lloes will go in. Will go in to scout out whether there's anything worth taking, and if there is, Lloes will use telekinesis that he can use every 1d4 rounds to remove objects from the cave.
Okay. Within the cave,
that was his 12th level ghost power is telekinesis.
How often does he do that?
Good.
Once every 1d4 rounds, like a breath weapon.
So he's got a dragon breath telekinesis.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Okay. So from within the cave, you find there is a bunch of cave paintings scribbled along the wall that look like they're telling some sort of story.
Linguistics?
Sorry, was that?
Linguistics?
Are you going in the cave?
Oh, right. He's the one in the cave. Yeah, sorry, my bad. No, we'll wait. We'll figure this out.
There looks to be a sort of shrine in the center of the cave. The shrine looks to be... you don't suspect it's magical, though it could be. Then within the cave there are there's bedding and bear hides. There are some bone jewelry, as well as a couple of medium-sized weapons that do actually appear to be magical. There's a couple of magic.
He's got detect magic, and he'll just bring out any object of interest. Basically, clear the cave out, leaving the bears inside.
Okay. The bears are shying away from the things that are floating away in the cave. There's one that's snarling as the stuff in the cave floats away. All right, you pull out a shrine.
Phoebe is going to cast a wall of stone over the mouth of the cave, leaving a small door for pixie or goblin-sized people to enter.
Okay, you're creating a pen out of the shallow cave. Okay,
smart, Dee Dee. Good work.
That was Phoebe, but yeah, thanks.
Phoebe giggles.
Okay,
Iceberg approves.
Who?
Isn't that the name I gave him? Iceberg?
I think he's something or other. Yeah, Iceberg. He calls himself Iceberg.
Oh, it's
how every once in a while he calls himself the third person, so he remembers who he is right now?
Yeah, it's his gnome to Draco.
Yeah. He's a Draco gnome. Little tiny gnome-shaped dragon.
No, Nom de Draco. You mean like his dragon name. His Nom de Draco Argentia. Don't worry, I'm just using words.
Alright, he's the...
Hey, what are you guys all just standing around out here for? Start cleaning up the stuff. Search those giant bags and grab her spear and anything worth anything.
Okay. The giant warriors weren't they weren't carrying any particularly magical gear. There's a couple magical trinkets found within their bags. They do have some jewelries and other things. There's a is anybody here a crafter or particularly an alchemist?
Dee Dee crafts visual art, jewelry, and clothing using craft wondrous item. She does not have craft alchemy.
Let's see, give me a second. Capra. Capra does taxidermy. which is relatively close, and he does create a mutagen. 27. The ick from the frostworms could be used in alchemical crafting.
Okay, and that stuff's like over a 200-foot diameter.
There's goo everywhere.
All right. We'll gather up. I don't know how it would be measured, like doses, pints. We'll gather up some of it. We'll set Capra to work gathering it up. If people are injured,
Capra and Sulfur are injured.
Capra and Sulfur. Dassod, you're fine? Or are you still...
I'm checking right now. Dassod's fine.
Oh, because Phoebe and Dee Dee got you.
Yeah, you guys did double duty on me.
Yep. Lloes is injured, but Dee Dee doesn't have that kind of healing.
And I think Grippa is absolutely shit.
Yeah, he's just hiding inside the... Luckily, he's intelligent undead, so he'll heal naturally over time. Because Chagga's not around to heal the undead. Lloes has some ability to heal the undead, but it's not enough to like heal the 170 damage to Grippa.
You're saying Sulfur should probably take one harm spell?
Yeah. All right. So let me just dish out some healing. Let me see what's left. Given that there's just 2 of you, Sulfur.
And Sulfur's just got like a little boo boo.
Okay. I think Dee Dee's going to use her Lay on Hands to solve this problem.
Ahmed, while this is happening, could you roll 3d4?
Yeah, man. 214.
Okay, there's 3,500 gold pieces worth of frosty alchemical creation. Goo.
All right. Sulfur gets 16 back. Capra's got 40 back.
Okay.
That's 3.
So Sulfur's fine, and Capra's got like 2 hit point damage. He's fine with that.
3 Lay on Hands. Dee Dee's only got 10 more of them left for today.
Oh, we're screwed.
So we're ready for another couple fights, is what I hear.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you put that 3,500 somewhere, Adam, or do you want me to put it down?
You can put it down.
Okay.
All right, and then there's the giant treasure and the crazy whale song spear and all that stuff.
That's mostly already in there.
Okay, so it sounds like we got a bargaining chip with the goblins. We can give them a nice little pen, and they can mine out the bears at their own leisure. Let's just not forget them in there, okay?
Yeah, they're gonna get hungry eventually.
Yeah, I didn't see my painting in on that wall at all, says Lloes.
What do you mean?
Oh, there's all sorts of markings. I looked for me, and they don't know about me yet.
What kind of paintings?
Yeah, for slow blinking.
As is Dugan, like, what the fuck?
I could go and fix it.
No, you idiots! They're cave paintings.
I think we need to take a look at them. Wait a minute. You've seen them all?
I glanced at them while I was grabbing all this stuff.
Go take a good look at them. Come back.
No. I'll go take a look.
Dee Dee's invisible. She goes and sneaks into the sneaks into the bear cave.
There's a series of paintings on the walls that seem to be telling some sort of history.
With her plus 30 visual art.
All right. What did they mean?
What did they actually intend to do?
Sure.
Plus 28 because one of the tools doesn't actually, like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tool.
Can I roll a visual art?
Sure.
41. What?
41.
What did the art is? What was the intent behind the art?
So you found the start point, and you kind of find sort of where they got to, right? So you figure out like where to start interpreting the paintings. They basically are showing a what looks to be like a tribe that are following a star in the sky. It looks like they were following it for quite some time. They show this star falling to the earth, or into Volcanica. They get there. You can tell that there was, like, while they were following this star, they went through this period of intense heat and sadness. Like, it was heat and despair. But where this star landed was like promise and hope and cold. Like, it created home. There's the
so it created this place, basically.
They created this place.
Huh.
There were from this star, these frosty worms were sort of born and tamed. There is a couple of stories about conflicts with different groups, like little minor conflicts. Then it seems to shift with this hairy man.
Is that Olan Chu or?
It very well could be.
Oh, sorry. Ohan Chu.
Ohan, yeah. They show Ohan coming, and there's like this concept of a battle. Ohan gets basically speared, turned to ice, shattered into tiny pieces, and then they show him like reforming. And they show him cutting him up, and then he reforms. And then they show them drowning him, and he's not dead. And then they go through this, like, you could tell there was this, like, cannibalistic isn't the right word because they're not fae, but they ate him.
I would argue a different
It would be
in a world where there are sentient creatures eating sentient creatures.
There'd be a word for it, obviously.
Yeah, cannibalism.
Sentient something.
I'm sure cannibalism's fine to expand that definition. So
where they ate him. There's this thing about like particularly Whale Song had like a tummy ache. There's a picture where it looks like something was trying to claw its way out of her belly. Whale Song had to use magic, and then there was this breastplate that was put across. And then they kind of go through what looks like, oh, there's like a pregnancy, and then Whale Song is like very powerful, sort of calling upon the powers of heaven and earth, sort of like deific pose.
Huh.
Dee Dee can't help herself. Lois planted the seed. She takes out her paints and draws a little Dee Dee, looking at the cave paintings, and there was a Dee Dee watching. Basically, a Dee Dee was here.
Yeah. On the other side of the room, sort of like where you think the end was, it shows a wall of ice or a big iceberg smashing up against a wall of fire. You're not certain, like, they're not using the space in terms of like time very effectively. Like, it doesn't look like it's being partitioned of like this strip of wall is this decade and this strip of wall is that decade or anything like this.
You gotta string it together yourself.
But there's a period of time, and then they have this, like, on the other side of the room there's like a whole bunch of blank and then this
they have their end of days story, basically.
Huh. Big conflict between ice and fire. Okay.
And the shrine is a shrine to whom?
The shrine is a shrine to...
Give me a second. So her skills are... Knowledge Religion is a plus 16, so when she takes 10 is 26. And... She also worships the 1001 Fae gods.
Okay. It is not a shrine to a Fae god.
That's a good guess, Mark.
Give me a roll.
Oh, she takes 10. 26.
Oh, she takes 10? Oh, 26? Okay. You think this is a shrine to a frosty giant god named Therm? Or Thrym? Thrym.
So Thrym...
Ah, so the giants brought their god here. Isn't that god kind of an asshole?
Yep.
He's an evil asshole.
He's not popular at children's parties.
Dee Dee's gonna detect evil. She has constant all the detect alignments, so she's just gonna concentrate on evil. Is this shrine giving off an evil?
This shrine is giving off an evil aura. It is also giving off a chaotic aura.
Huh. Okay.
She sticks out her tongue at the shrine before she quickly leaves. She wasn't too caring about the chaotic, but the law. She comes out.
Okay, so the tribe, I think they were the goblins, maybe. They followed something that fell from the heavens that created this really cold place here in the jungle, which isn't natural. And the frostworms were born from the thing, and there were conflicts. Because, winter in jungles, whatever. Then and Chu came, and then Whale Song came with her asshole giant buddies who worship Thrym, an asshole god. They tried to eat Ola and Chu, and they ate him. They tried to kill him a bunch of times. It didn't work, and then they ate him. The Whale Song got a tummy ache, and then she got really powerful by eating him. Don't get any ideas, Dassod. And they're...
Capra shaking his head, no. Bad idea.
And then their end times, there'll be a big iceberg and a big wildfire, and yeah.
Fire burn.
Yeah, fire burns and ice melts if fire...
Ice melts, fire burns.
Yeah. Water stamps out fire?
He's got like burning hands, some of the snow. Steam.
Yeah, isn't steam kind of the defeat of fire? It's the tears of fire. Tears of fire. Fire crying. Yeah, tears of fire.
You've given him something to think about.
That's it.
Fire cries.
Fire.
Okay, so if something fell from the heavens, do you think it's still here? Adamantine and all sorts of metals and things like that come from things that fall to the heavens, and jewels. Oh, maybe there's a jewel here, a big cold jewel. But if we brought it away, maybe then it would then make this place not cold anymore. Seems like they're pretty comfortable with the cold. It's not a very big area.
Like, how big is this cold node?
This cold node is like kilometer radius.
Yeah.
Max. And it's got sort of like a gradation to it. It's obviously colder here than it is at the edges.
I'm kind of curious if if the cold rock is here. Although if it's spawning worms, maybe I don't want to see it. Anyways, there's no sign of the other ones. I have got no idea where the springtime person is and the who is it? The autumn guy.
Yeah. And then
Gerbil, something like that, and Aguafella.
Gerbil and Aguafella. Yep.
Yeah,
Aquafina. I mean Aguafella.
we're looking for Gerbil, not a gerbil.
Gerbil. Gerbils.
Wait a sec, wasn't he a Gerby? Gerbil the Gerby?
Uh-huh.
Which is basically like a... They kind of look like a gerbil. I think. Little gerbil man.
Okay, so, yeah. What now, guys?
Well, we got everything. Sorry, we got everything out from there, and you got some information. I have my samples, and I think we're ready to go. Let's just go past those blue goblins again. Let them know about what we offered them.
Yeah,
The bears and the fact that they're free from the worms now.
4 giants and the lady giant and 4 worms, and there were 6 bears inside.
Capra's taking some of this dried blubber stuff that was some of the giants had in their bags, and is like pushing it through the little hole.
Yep.
Yeah. It's part of domesticate. You gotta feed 'em.
Dee Dee will cast Create Food and Water, which is a spell she took because of the war.
Here's as much tasteless mush as you can eat, bears.
Dude, they're animals. Who cares what the kibble tastes like? When they get hungry, they'll fucking eat it.
Yep.
Let's see. Spoil the things that are not even our pets. What does this say? 3rd level spell. Yeah, she'll cast one of those. Which is a mountain of food, I think. Probably not enough to feed all of them, but...
It's a good amount. I think it's like 1 creature or 2 creatures per level.
3 humans or 1 horse per level for 24 hours. So she can basically create 10 horses worth of food that will keep... Yeah, she could feed them for the day and a bit.
Yep.
So yeah, she casts it just inside, and then she moves back immediately.
There we go. Yeah, just rub the blubber on it. Don't stick your hand in there, Capra. Okay, do you want to go talk... Hey, Iceberg.
Yes.
Do you want to go talk to the goblins and tell them that we give them offering of bears and their value back? And that they're part of the Charmac tribe. Yay, Chagga. Peaceful goblins.
Big Nose tribe.
Are you gonna give them their the guy's crown back? I saw that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, what?
Oh, let's...
The guy had a funny looking pointy hat on, and then he doesn't.
Oh, Duggan, come on.
What? I did not take it.
Fire.
Don't bullshit a bullshitter.
Look,
Let's see.
I took tribute, is what I took. Tribute to the mighty Fey council that we're performing. So that makes it okay.
We're gonna sell this stuff anyways.
Oh
Don't
no,
bother.
I like this hat. This is a nice hat.
So you did take it.
No, I repurposed it.
We're trying to make friends with these assholes.
They're goblins. Who gives a crap?
Chagga does.
The guy who's probably gonna be very upset with us. Let's give him an easy new, few hundred goblin tribe.
Why would he be upset? We left him a letter, and it was in the biscuits. He would have been happy when he got to it.
It was in the past tense, so can't really be mad.
Isn't there something bad about leaving the military? Don't we become a door or a window or something like that? A wall. We become a wall.
Yeah, we become a wall.
A wall.
We don't want to be a wall.
No, you don't want to be a wall in the military.
Well, hang on.
No.
Hang on. Did we leave without permission?
Do you know what
I
they
don't recall anyone saying don't leave.
Alright.
It would be a nice gift for Chagga. Chagga's parents died. He had to kill them all, and it was really bad. And you were there, Dugan. It was bad. Why don't we give him a little gift?
All right, give him goblins. See if I care.
We'll take the head of the queen.
What we like Dee Dee's getting into slave trading, but whatever.
What?
Iceberg will take the head off the whale song.
Okay. Do you have any skills related to that, or are you just sort of lopping it off? You're gnawing it off. You're clawing it off.
No, we're gonna use a
slapping
weapon.
it off.
We're gonna use a weapon.
You're currently a dragon.
Switch, pull my sword out,
Okay. All right.
chop it off, put it back in, switch back.
Okay.
Okay, and how are we gonna spin? Hey, we stole your crown.
We're just gonna put the crown on top of her head and give it to them.
What? No. No. We keep the crown.
It's a sign of our power.
No, the head,
at what
the
we
side
can-
of our
look-
power.
Look at what else we can do. This was nothing.
The crown is a sign of what's mine.
You're saying the crown.
Chagga, I tried.
Chagga, I tried. Yeah.
All right.
Wait, why do you get this?
Think of it this way. If I'm stealing stuff from them, I'm not stealing things from General Clark.
Yeah, but
don't
General
care
Clark
about
is a mean guy. He'll do bad things.
It's
to
called
you.
son of
And
a
that's
bitch.
why
Go
he
ahead and say
needs
it.
to be made to cry.
Iceberg's gonna collect the coins, the 3,500 gold alchemy, frost alchemy craft material.
Yep.
You guys all right if we just give them this? Looks like they'll use it.
No,
We sure as hell won't.
There's plenty of that gunk lying around. We didn't get it all.
They're hunter-gatherer types. They love to gather. Let them gather their own shit.
All right, if we're gonna keep the crown, then you gotta share, Dugan. Don't make
With
us have
what?
this. Don't make us have this conversation again.
It's going in the pile.
It goes in the pot. Correct. Okay, good.
It goes in the pile. I don't know what the
Fine.
problem is.
Fine.
Okay.
All right, we don't know what happened to his stupid hat.
Goblins are known for losing things.
All right, grab the really big spear.
Let's fly back to their little area there and
You
teleport
grab
from the way.
impressively large, highly magical spear.
Yep, Dee Dee will leave her illusion of just the gazillion spears.
The field of spears.
Who's carrying the spear?
Capra will carry it.
Yeah, it's got to be Capra, I think.
Capra or sulfur. It is a huge spear.
Can Dassod carry it as a human and then shape change and it just gets?
Yeah.
Because you're a bow guy, I don't want you to be like, hold on, I have a huge spear here. Hold on a second.
Hey, that was neat.
Yeah,
Where does it go?
you don't want to know.
I don't be back anymore. So
I suggest use sanitizer before you use it. Anyways,
That'd be gross.
icebergs never gross.
Okay. Make your way back to the Rimevine village.
Rimevine village. It's hot. He's letting he's like hanging his body, and his wings are very lazily just flapping because he's got a fly spell, right? It's like
Yee. Here cometh Iceberg, emissary of the Charmek tribe.
It looks like the goblins here were ready for some shit. There are more of them out. They are armed, and they look like they're expecting some sort of fallout.
do not worry. Here is the head. of Whale Song. Her and her 5 other giants are dead, along with all the worms.
There, Frogak is standing there. He is armored. He does have a sword upon him. The sword is not currently drawn. He is missing a crown. You defeated her.
Yes. She's dead.
Yep.
They killed the Cyclops. For that they perished.
Oh, and in exchange for you joining the Chamek tribe, we hold up 6 of those polar bears for you guys to use as mounts or guards or as a gift from Chamek.
Yes.
From Big Nose Chagga. What did he call himself? Chagga Dong? Chagga...
Chagadoon. Some shit like that.
Chagga Kong.
Chagga Kong! Chagga Kong!
Big nose Chagga Kong.
You will find.
I got Dude and Kong mixed up there. Ah.
You'll find enough materials in there to help you crafting your cold alchemy.
Do we?
No. You will also be able to. These bears are well trained. They will not be able to leave, so you'd have to feed them. And once they are tamed by you, then you can release them. You'd have to break the stone wall, though. It's in the mouth of the cave.
Okay, give me a diplomacy check.
Diplomat.
You are gaining bonuses for many courageous deeds. You're also getting penalties from stealing a bunch of shit, particularly the dude's crown. So that all just wipes itself out.
Fuck.
Alright, Dee Dee auto aids.
The forest is full of mischievous spirits. That's all I can say.
They give it, then they take.
Was this your sword?
Mischievous spirits.
Did you steal something else from him?
Yeah. Well, I rolled a
Shit.
nat 20 on the 64 on the sleight of hand to get the sword.
Oh my god.
Okay,
This is.
there's... so how far can you move the sword in a round?
60 feet.
Okay, so you take the sword off of his personage. Where is it going?
Oh, it's going to Dugan, and he'll say, "Hey, did you lose this? We found it in the forest."
Are you giving it back to him, or
Yes.
Okay, you can get a -4 circumstance penalty on your diplomacy check.
You gave me an aid, so 41.
Okay. I must have been very clumsy.
These things happen.
Okay, there are 2 goblins that are coming forward with bags. Tribute for Big Nose Chagga Khan
No
of
need.
Chamek.
You
they're-
keep them.
Let's just see what it is first.
they're putting down the 2 bags,
Okay.
and they look back at Frogak. They try to pick up the goblin-sized bastard sword that you've punked.
They could take it.
Okay, they take it. They're not making eye contact, and they're bowing low
Dee Dee-
and slowly backing
Dee
away.
Dee will float up and bow to Frogak.
Hey, there's one ask. Once you have removed your polar bears, that you dismantle the Shrine of Thrym. He is an evil He is an evil deity, and his juju is no good.
Thrym is not welcome here.
Good.
Thrym
You-
goblin.
You are to be made stronger with the things that we have given you. And the enemies that we have removed from these lands.
He's being very formal. You do note that his hand is instinctively going up to his head.
Dragon head looks to Dugan like,
Dugan turns invisible.
Dee Dee shrugs.
Mischievous spirits.
he looks back at them. It'll be. He looks at the king like, you will either have it or something better. Chagga will make sure of this.
You owe us no debt. Frogag bows.
Friendship and peace will be between us.
Oh, for crying out loud, what are you kissing a goblin's ass for? Let's go.
I
They're under the thumb, we got it.
I saw the wonderful cave paintings. Did you guys ever find the thing that fell from the heavens? The rock? The big cold rock? Is that in the earth somewhere, or did it break up, or is it a thing?
Elder dug deep. Do not know what happened.
Huh. Good to know.
Dangerous for druid to go down there.
Would it be dangerous for a ghost? Huh.
Haunt many spirits.
Okay.
Dee Dee's got an idea. She flutters.
Thank you.
I do have burrow.
She turned visible, said thank you, and then turned invisible again, and then flew back to the group.
Dee Dee, did you want to stick around or teleport back home?
I got an idea. Los, you were saying that you had a new spell.
I got a bunch of new spells. Because I'm a great swordsman.
What?
This guy just stupid grin on his face.
Wouldn't that make you a spell sword?
Can you
You popped him
scry?
in the urn, right? Or did you pop him out?
He's out. He's
Okay.
standing out. The injured cohort is in the urn.
Can you scry on an item?
No.
It has to be a person.
But
we found a powerful artifact that was highly addictive, and then we could scry on it.
I can cast Earthglide.
I could travel through the ground to the earth.
Yeah, but it's ice.
Oh, I'm not sure if that works against ice.
Burrow? Does that?
Most forms of burrow would be able to go through ice. I know draconic, like ice dragon or frost dragon, white dragon burrow, definitely goes through ice. And specifically goes through ice.
I
So,
got that.
Los, this is a spell you can cast on other people. It only lasts a round per level. Allows you to pass through stone, dirt, or almost any other sort of earth except metal. As a fish swims through water. I don't know
That's
if that
cool,
would
yeah.
work on ice.
Yeah, you might have to get through the ice.
I do have White Dragon. White Dragon doesn't have Burrow.
Yeah, the spell doesn't grant burrow, but
Blue Dragon does.
so
What else does?
Maybe go poke around and see if we can find the thing. I'm not sure what we do with it. Mystery for later.
Brass. We could take a look. I could definitely give it a shot.
Ow. You only live once.
No, I would carry Los's urn and he would travel through.
Well, when I'm going through stone, I can only go about 5 feet in.
Oh, right.
With Earthglide, I'd be able to go farther.
Then let's keep this to another time and we'll let the lieutenant know about it.
But I want to know what it is now.
Be my guest. Go for it. Let's put all our heads together and figure out what it does. Maybe we can come with a solution that does not get someone killed. You heard what they said. Druids are gonna have a hard time, so
Hey
we need to
there,
figure
little
out what.
buddy.
So Phoebe's talking to the monkey that's getting closer.
Hi there.
Can you take some of his hair? Actually, there's monkey feces here, right?
There's monkey feces here. They're many monkeys that live in this village.
Right. So he'll find some, like a bunch of monkey hair or whatever, to make it easier to scry on this place if you don't teleport to it.
You're gonna scry on a monkey?
We'll save.
Okay, yeah, the monkey is, try to like skitter up and try to touch.
No,
Dee Dee.
there's hair everywhere, isn't there? Or
Yeah, Dee Dee's
poop
not.
or whatever.
Dee Dee's flying. She's not letting monkeys touch her. She'll turn invisible if they. Phoebe will say hello to it.
Okay. It's a curious monkey.
It's not. It's acting like the rest of the monkeys. It's not anything.
It's not anything. It's
Okay,
just a
all right,
monkey.
okay.
Sometimes a monkey is just a monkey. The archdruid come to surprise you. No, it's just a monkey.
Just paranoid.
Sweet.
Rightfully so. In a world of magic, we're like, what's this monkey want?
Why? It's when it's like that bird is in my yard again.
Right, it must be a druid.
It must be a druid.
I'm cursed by druids.
Where are we going to go?
Back to the pond, I guess.
It is very late on day 2.
Can we tell from the landscape where the center of the bowl the impact is?
Give me knowledge geography.
Sweet.
Oh, Dee Dee can take 10 and get 22 unless somebody else can get higher.
I have a 16. So
Okay.
aid me.
We want to roll this?
Capra can tell you that you can't kill geography.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Geography doesn't have a pulse.
You gotta know where to relocate people, Capra. Where?
Not here. You're to relocate. That means not fucking here.
All roads lead to exterminate with you.
Does
Yeah.
Sulfur have geography as well? I'll check.
Sulfur?
No,
Sulfur doesn't know much of anything.
Fire.
I have an aid from Dee Dee. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dugan's skill in geography is, well, this is where I am now.
Well, I'd rather roll it here. 19.
No,
Nice.
Capra does have domesticate in terms of his handle animal is plus 19.
So you're saying because you wanted to roll, you got less than me taking 10? Awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, statistically.
Yeah, that's true.
But then again, there's me factor.
You're rolling d6.
I should have gotten somebody else to roll.
That's all right. You keep rolling on this.
I don't want to roll.
Okay, generally, the in the area of where that cave was with the big rocky outcrop, kind of seems like the center of the circle of cold.
Yeah, let's go in
Okay.
the center of that lake where all the frostworms blew up.
Okay. Whoops. Sorry. You can't see my screen, so it doesn't matter.
And I think Los will go poking around through the ice. He can get 5 feet in. Are we encountering deeper ice than 5 feet?
The ice here is like quite frozen, and you think that like a historian might have like a field day with what's down here. It's like frozen in time. As you go down, there's like it was flash frozen. There are tropical fish. There's like a turtle. They're all just sort of stuck in the ice.
Okay. Los will come up to report.
Oh, neat.
Do we get any sense that this is going to be a stupid question, that this ice melts?
What do you mean?
Like when
You
we
think,
touch...
you think if you apply heat, will it melt?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
sulfur blasted some with spells, where
Okay.
spells were obviously melted some ice.
But just our body heat, is that like non... That was magic. Non-magic.
You do like melt patches of it, but you
Okay.
have to actively. Then when you take your fingers off, it freezes again relatively quickly.
Okay.
It's behaving like you're in a -20 sort of environment.
Are we able to see through the surface of the ice how deep this goes? Like the ice continued beyond 5 feet is what you're saying.
Yes.
For Lloes. Okay. This is probably some sort of lake or pond.
Huh.
Do we have a druid? You're basically a druid. Why don't you turn into an ice elemental or something? I mean, great dragon, oh, do the thing. Turn into an ice elemental.
Don't do elementals.
Sonny
on.
would do it. Come on.
Be serious. He does turn into a blue dragon.
I guess elementals like to poop, and elementals don't poop, but you only do poop stuff, so...
That's right. I am gonna cast resist energy on myself though. Cold.
Okay, I believe that the party has a communal... Actually, there was some downtime. Yeah, you could cast another one. At this point, it is night. The sun is down.
Yeah, I don't think they have. Oh, give me a sec. Resist energy communal. That's the only one I have, so I'll use that.
You can cast it just on yourself if you'd like, for a longer duration, or you can cast it on everyone for a split duration.
There's your blue dragon.
Yeah. Thanks.
I don't know if he looks that cool.
He's not a proper D&D blue dragon. He doesn't have the
horn.
nose horn, but hey, he's a baby blue. He's a baby, a bobby boo.
He's a medium.
Who's this with the tiny horn?
Next
Little
level,
horn
it's going to be
blue
bigger.
dragon.
So yeah, I'll cast the resist energy,
Okay.
and on everybody, and then I'll go through 5. Not going to go too fast. Just going to go like 5 feet, 10 feet.
Here's the thing.
Roll in your character.
Pathfinder never actually wrote down the rules for burrow.
Okay.
In 3.5, the rule for burrow was it's dirt, not rock, unless the description says otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think you can actually burrow through the ice. You have to actually dig.
Yeah, a dragon's probably a good digging machine.
Yeah, 5 attacks.
Duggan can do a lot of damage to the ice too.
Oh, Duggan's like a...
And he's also really small.
No, Duggan's like a fucking piece of dynamite with his 100 damage per...
No.
So yeah, between a dragon digging and Duggan blasting the
Calculate
ice...
the damage. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sure. So we don't have Bard Song.
No, I'm not going to bard song while we dig.
Good Hope is still running. Divine Favor is
Not.
minutes.
No.
It's done.
Rounds.
It's rounds. Bowls.
1 minute.
Bear's Endurance. Bull Strength are still there. Wait, Bull Strength is probably gone by now. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Lloes is not digging with his rapier. Or sorry, his
12.
stock.
12. Okay. So mine is 1d8 plus 2d6 plus 2d4.
Duggan,
Plus.
you do what?
105.
per round?
He can actually probably do more than that if he uses. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, we'll just go 105. It'll keep it simple.
Okay.
It's 13 times 5.
Okay, I'm back.
65.
Oh.
Can I
Had a
sneak the
old
ice?
No.
Where it's like, no, you need to pee now. You drank a gallon of water and a half a liter of tea. What's wrong with you?
You gave up your hold it option.
Thought tea on top of water was going to do anything good.
Okay. I do a D8, 2d6, 2d4 plus 69 damage.
Okay.
Say that again.
A D8, 2d6, and
4.5.
2d4.
A D6, 3.5 is 7, and that's 8, and then 2D4
Yeah.
is another 5, 13 plus 69. I'm just taking average.
82.
82. So the Dassod does 82 damage per round, and Duggan does 105 damage per round, and Lloes, every 1d4 rounds, is flinging the ice out of the hole that we're creating.
So every round you go 5 feet through the ice. You little hooligans.
Hey, would a fire breath would a fire breath do something here? Like 68 fire.
A fire breath would do like a wider area of damage.
Then don't worry about it.
Yeah, we just want a 5x5 hole, I think, to get people down.
This is, the Acme drawing.
Pretty much.
Dee Dee and Phoebe have gone to examine the ice chunks that are being moved off to the side to find some of the little critters that are inside them.
Okay, it was very vibrant and very alive. Give me a D4.
Oh, sorry, I was talking to Kenny. D4. 4.
4. Okay, there is a weird big mouth tropical fish with teeth. It came out as a chunk that's whole. A little bit to the left or to the right, there'd have been like a break point in the fish, but the fish is fully intact. It looks like some sort of predator fish, with really oversized teeth.
Like a barracuda. Is it still alive, or
I think more like a piranha, like a
okay,
all mouth.
Yeah, all mouth, all teeth. Is it still alive when it got broken out of the ice, or did the flash freezing kill everything?
Heal check.
It is in a strange, reposed state.
Oh, so there's sign that the little critters are still alive?
There's like, they're not alive and they're not dead. Depending on how you undo the ice, you could not kill everything.
Okay, we're going to gather up with that discovery. Wait a second. If we put somebody in the ice, could they also become not alive, not dead?
If you were able to freeze them, because you'd have to freeze them quickly enough that they don't die.
Does this remind Dassod of the ice in the castle? The ice that encased the creatures in the flood in the castle in the sky, or clouds in the, I can't remember what it was called. But you know how the dragon, where the treasure hoard was?
The sod wasn't there.
Oh fuck, wrong
It
group.
doesn't remind us of anything about something that hasn't happened yet.
Fuck, wrong group. Sorry, I'm an asshole.
Yeah, wrong group, and we're back in time. So.
Also, those things were fucking dead.
Yeah, it was the white dragon going, I'm saving you for later. The same way you stick beef in your freezer.
I got a half cow in my freezer. It's doing the same thing.
Yeah, I've got 2 pounds of lean beef that I'm going to turn into like a taco mix for the rest of the week. It's going to be great. Some healthy taco. Yeah.
So, keep digging. Never mind.
So there's...
This ice has a weird effect on the fish. They might still be alive. Try not to kill them.
Dassod's gonna keep an eye for anything.
Give me a perception check.
I'm on it. 38.
Yeah, you're pretty certain whatever that bit came from ain't alive no more. So you explode another batch.
So Dee Dee and Phoebe are now going to go and try to warm up a pot and see if they could revive one of the little fishes. They're trying to experiment with some of the fish life.
Something lower down on the hierarchy.
That makes them feel less bad.
It's food anyway. If it doesn't work, you just eat it. You know.
Dee Dee also thinks having some beautiful tropical fish, would be interesting.
For
an
Chagga.
an interesting furniture idea.
Okay.
Or very fresh fish for Chagga.
Her first thoughts are not food. They're light and color and
Look
life.
at the polka dots.
Yes.
Lines and weird thingies.
Chagga would be more like, I wonder how they taste.
Unfortunate.
All right, how far have we dug?
Okay, in one round, well, you're digging effectively 5 feet per round.
Okay, and then to help
every 2 rounds, you're clearing the ice out.
I think what we're
with
going
the
to do
go-kart.
is we're also going to clear out maybe a couple of steps, like an inverted pyramid,
Okay.
kind of out, so that we've got like an excavated cone, so that we can climb down, we can hop down into the cubert that is our our
Okay, so you're
excavation.
making a
Yeah.
a dig site. Okay, you're digging your way down. Give me a D8, Marty. Sorry. Okay, you've got 5 fish samples that you think are intact enough to potentially experiment on.
Okay, so we're gonna try a slow boil. We're gonna try a flash spell, like private sulfur,
Burning hands is what
burning
just
hands, or something like that. Like they're gonna try freeing it from the ice first, or melting it. Like they're basically gonna do some.
experiment.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a chaotic. No, try this. You know, like it's not a methodical, well thought out
Are you
thing.
doing anything to like resuscitate the fish, or is it just like does it hop around?
If they don't start hopping around, then Dee Dee could burn a few charges of a wand, like a Cure Light Wounds wand or something.
Okay.
This is now?
All right.
She also has a wand to stabilize that has
So,
really no use in her hands.
It's some of the things that they're talking about are going to take some time, so that's all happening in the background while this is all being dug out.
Yep.
You're digging yourself deeper. The ice, the water of this lake was about 15 or 20 feet deep. The last 5 feet is very full of vegetation. Like there's lots of plant life and this sort of thing. You end up at this one point with like this big honking turtle shell. That's going to be kind of a pain in the ass to do carefully.
Go around it.
Just go around it. Yeah, you end up extending out to the side and sort of going like, well, there was a great big piece of turtle here, so we went to the side of it. So there's a turtle frozen.
Actually, Adam, quick question.
Mhm.
Dassod just imagining how this would have happened. So he's just gonna try to clean an area. Actually, find like a square that we're in, clear an area, and see if there was some sort of effect of a blast.
Okay.
Which direction? Like, can we find the center of the blast if you can, look into the ice?
Architecture, engineering, craft, weaponsmithing, spellcraft.
I think
one of these.
spellcraft. Okay, architecture and I do have no. Dungeoneering? I'll give you spellcraft.
Architecture engineering would have the lowest DC because it's like, I understand how kaboom works.
36.
36? The seaweed has a directionality to it that's frozen in the ice. Like there was a current or something. On close inspection, it's like there was a current that was like not quite the same. And it was like almost a fanning current.
Right, and let's try to dig and see.
This rock wasn't all that big then. It might have been a small guy. Like I didn't make this lake. This lake was here beforehand.
That's what I was thinking. It crashed right into the lake, and
Hey, Duke.
With all the life that's here, it was already here.
You know what that means, Duke?
What's that?
If it's small, we could take it.
Yeah, but it's gonna make everything cold. You know what happens when you make things cold? You become very unpopular.
To make them tasty. Drinks are way better with ice.
No, we're not taking it. We're just gonna study it.
Dassod looks at the half-cooked, half-frozen fish he's been playing with.
Yeah. That'll go well.
If we take it, then the cold goes away.
It goes with us.
No, we leave it here, but we make a discovery.
Dassod's gonna continue digging to try to figure out for the direction of where they were going. Geography, I guess. Geography, maybe. Trying to figure out.
This would be knowledge arcane,
Maybe
or
arcane.
knowledge. Geography, I guess, would work in a weird fashion. It'd be harder, and then again, architecture, engineering. It's one of those three.
Don't have that.
Lloes can help with Arcana. He auto aids.
Then I should aid you. I don't auto aid.
Okay, so
I aid.
you explain to Lloes the
concept.
the way that the vegetation moved. He's like, okay, I'll have a look around, and Lloes can still go 5 feet into the ice and have a look around. So
Yeah, it's a little easier.
And his perception check's insane.
plus 35.
Okay, over here seems to be the center of this vegetation goes that way, and this vegetation goes this way, and this vegetation goes this way, and this vegetation over here goes that way.
Yeah, so he can basically search around the hole and try to triangulate. He only got a 14, 16 with the aid, so...
You're thinking it's over here somewhere. You're gonna have to dig a big hole.
We still need
So,
to
the question is-
we still need to dig down to get rock, and then we'll be able to earth glide in.
All right. I was thinking we can just dig the entire thing again over there, but that would be a lot easier. Let's do it.
Well, I don't get tired anymore.
Yeah, you're not the one digging.
You're not really. I mean, dude, Capra's over here. I'm just gonna shut up, otherwise they're gonna make me dig. Why would I complain? He's watching the dragon.
Oh,
And then
you're
Dragon
learning.
Don't worry, you're listening up for him.
We'll get through the rock.
Okay, yeah, it's 5 more feet down. This particular block actually took 2 rounds because of all the vegetation. It's basically reinforced.
Yeah, once we get to
definitely-
mud, we're good. We're golden.
Definitely hit some critters. But now you're at the point where you think it's enough mud that spells and stuff will work on it.
All right, who wants to go in?
Let me try.
He's gonna try his burrow.
Okay, now burrow granted by spells and even natural burrow doesn't prevent you from needing to breathe.
Don't we have life bubble?
If you have
We-
life, if
Wait,
you have
we.
life,
Well, let me see if we can. When the hell that was cast?
We did have a life bubble during the fight, or just
and it
prior
was
to
cast
the fight.
by
Just cast by
sulfur.
Phoebe, or sulfur.
The first one ran out. It was cast
Okay.
by sulfur.
Yeah, actually, oh yeah, freedom of movement's gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Life bubble's still up. Should be able to breathe.
Okay.
And if I fuck up, give it teleport out.
Okay, so we're gonna give you your burrow. Probably won't work because it's frozen mud. You'd be digging
Yep.
again, but
Earth glide would.
yeah, this is only a round per level, so you you got to be quick. You can pass through dirt, stone, or almost any sort of earth except metal.
Yeah, you'd want earth glide.
It leaves behind no tunnel or hole. Doesn't create any ripple or sign of presence.
Speed of 5 feet.
It's like
Good
walking. The subject can attack or cast spells normally, but cannot charge or run. It does not give the target the ability to breathe underground, so when passing through solid material, the creature must hold its breath. It lasts for a round per level. Lloes is 10th level caster. I gotta scrolling. 11th level caster. Okay, so you're not gonna want
to run out of this spell while down there.
Yeah, wait. We'll find out if you flash freeze for sure. Just go in and have a look, and then come back, and then I'll cast one on myself, and then I'll go in and have a look, or we could both go have a look together. Let's go both have a look together.
Excellent voyage.
Stay close, just in case stay close, just in case I need to teleport.
Yeah, I'll just return to the urn if anything goes bad.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Duggan, you want to come with us?
No, not in the least. Enjoy.
All right.
I guess a message between me and him.
Good idea.
Okay. I get the spell cast.
Could you tag me in on that?
You want to come?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to come. I just want the message, just in case.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll be holding your urn so you have someplace to go to when you fuck this up. Don't worry, Grandpa,
sounds like if anything happens. Yeah, I really no. You know what? I want to check with someone who's a lot smarter at these things than we are.
Well, you know what? If we got one of the goblins, I could possess one of the goblins, and if anything went bad, I could just leave the goblin down there. We're not hurting the goblins.
That's how you use a goblin. That's correct.
I can teleport a dimension door. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. So he's going to actually sit there holding the pot.
Yep. Lloes has in his hand his Ghost Touch Traveler's Any tool, and he's turned it into a grabby prong. He's envisioning something small but the size of a D30. he's like, if something splashed down really hard, it probably, anything bigger than that would have just destroyed the lake. There's probably something really small down here.
Okay.
I'm all ready. It gives the dragon a little clamp.
Go get him, champ. Remember, you got about 60 seconds, and then you turn into a popsicle.
All right, we got 5 rounds there, or
don't worry,
5 rounds back.
I'll send you in first. He casts Earth Glide on him.
Son of a bitch.
Does Capra have haste? Haste.
Yeah, I'll cast haste.
Because doubling your 5-foot move speed to be 10 foot is amazing.
I'll cast haste.
Yeah.
Capra does have a haste. Yeah, Capra will haste you, so you don't have to waste your round.
Yeah, Capra! Click, 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 click. The fucking barbecue dogs clicking. Yeah, Capra! Best out you ever.
Yeah. And you got a good sword arm there too, buddy.
Tick, tick.
Get going.
Okay.
Yeah, I cast it on Dassod and send him in. What kind of dragon are you right now, Dassod?
The one that, well, you know what? We have something that's actually, I think we'll go silver because they actually has the cold resist, natural cold resist.
Sure.
Just confirm that. Figured blue would be able to burrow, but nah.
Get in there, ice bug.
Yes, silver resist 30. Okay.
Okay. You make your way in. You know the general direction that you're going. Give me a perception check as you are searching, but you don't see very well. You basically only see the square that you're in.
This is for Iceberg first. Decide.
Iceberg first. He went first.
Okay.
You can move a total of 30 feet in one round because three actions at 10-foot move speed.
Nice.
Okay, and you want a perception?
Yes.
Is it a trap?
Not.
+5 if it's a trap. 24.
Okay, give me a D9. Okay, you don't interact with it. Okay, Los, you're in next. Give me a perception check.
44.
You can see this, like, you find this, like, cone in the mud. It's a lot deeper than where you see Dassod, or you felt Dassod looking. Like, it punched a hole a little bit deeper.
Okay, so Los is just going to clamp on the end of Dassod's tail, and then he'll take the lead, and he'll start going down the cone.
Okay. Who is first going down?
Los,
I guess Los is going first. Okay.
Yeah. Los also, after the battle, cast a few repair undeads on himself, just so he's not damaged.
Okay. Give me a percentile. It's been about, this would be round 3. You went, actually, 30-foot move speed. 1 round searching is
round 8. Dassod is teleporting, by the way.
Percentile is 49.
Okay, give me a reflex save.
Yeah, let me just do the healing first. All right, so Los, that communal resist energy is or is not still running, or there was a new one cast.
There was one that was just cast.
Okay,
there was one that was just cast.
Good Hope is gone. Mirror Image, Shield, See, Invis is 10 minutes per level at the beginning of the fight. 2 hours might still be around.
Not with going back and talking to the.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, reflex save for Los.
Mm-hmm.
Would a wand of inflict wounds?
Yeah.
I have a wand of 25 charges if you actually needed it.
You're Los's healer then.
That's heal Boba wand.
How much do you need? How much more do you need?
1 charge, but we can don't worry about it. Reflex for Los. Nat 1.
Okay, it is extremely cold. 41 damage after ghosty power. As you encounter something that chills you to your soul.
Does it go through the resist energy?
So
the resist energy does help against it. 41
becomes who cast it?
So you have 30.
Okay, so 11, which is 14 damage. Could have been worse. Did Los touch something, or was he just in
Yeah,
area?
it was right in his chest. Like he basically passed through something.
All right, he backs away from it, holds up his hand for iceberg, and has a closer look.
Okay, there's a as you're sort of gauging this thing now, your protections while in this space are flaring. Okay. As it is radiating an intense cold that you just sort of stumbled upon because you're moving so quickly. What you see is it's about the size of a softball. It's got a bunch of small holes in it, as this weird bluish gemstone kind of moon-like thing about the size of a softball is embedded here in the ground.
All right, he'll cast Detect Magic while Dassod is catching up.
Dassod should be okay. Yeah.
Okay, Dassod, are you trying to look at the thing?
Yeah, let's try to take a look at this thing.
Okay. Los, are you trying to help get to the thing without bumping into it?
Yeah, he's got his hand up like, and we'll help him over. Los has the ghost touch clampy thing that can,
Okay, give me it's a lower DC reflex save. Yeah, you're able to get close. You do know that your protections are flaring up, but nothing is strong enough to punch through them.
Okay.
We should try to quickly identify this thing.
Okay, 3 rounds have gone by. Your spell is up.
Oops. Wrong
So
window.
3 rounds to get down there, 3 rounds to get off a detect magic, and then magic and identify at 6 rounds.
I think identify is like standard action.
Okay.
Like identify, you don't have to wait 3 rounds, but
Yeah.
give me a second, I'll confirm.
Spellcraft. Identify.
Oh no, duration is 3 rounds. So you don't need to cast detect magic. It is the detect magic, but it still takes 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I have a plus 19. You gonna help, or am I gonna help?
Lloes has a plus 7. So in the 1 round, he's just going to confirm that this thing is magical.
Yeah, it does radiate magic.
Okay.
Evocation.
Okay.
Give me a second. It might also be conjuration. It radiates evocation and conjuration.
So we basically can't touch it because it does a tremendous amount of damage to us. Interesting.
This is extremely cold. Like, you haven't felt cold like this since you were like a small child and you fell into a lake. Like the ice-covered lake. You fell through the ice at one point when you were screwed around. You weren't supposed to be screwed around. That was the last time you felt like this cold to your bones. You don't even have bones, and your bones are cold.
So I was just thinking that Duggan can probably lift this up with his.
Don't touch it. Yeah, we
Yeah,
could
he
move
nods.
it, but it would ruin this place. This is definitely the center of. Just identify.
Don't touch what? What's going on? Is everybody all right down there?
Oh my God, we're gonna die!
There's a little thing down here that's really, 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 really
Okay,
cold.
so he'll take his 3 rounds to. He tells you he's gonna teleport out. He's gonna take the 3 rounds to identify.
It's only about, I don't know, about the size of grapefruit.
How did grapefruit make this place so cold?
I touched it, and the cold got through the abjuration spell we cast.
Oh. Oh no. Okay.
So, do you 8?
Yes, +2.
Okay. 39.
Okay.
Will a surge help me?
Yes, actually.
God, fuck.
Use your mythic.
I have one more after this.
Aww.
One more fight.
Aww.
One more to fuck up.
The only guy in the party with Mythic is complaining he's only
No,
got 1
look,
Mythic point.
Los has got mythic. He's got.
44.
44.
44. Okay. You're fairly certain that this is true ice. It is effectively what you would use to create a plane of cold. It is like an item that would be crafted on the cold plane or a cold aligned planes, and then powerful casters would use this as the center of creating their own demiplane. It's like a component used to create that sort of thing. Alternately, you could use this to create a mega powerful staff of frost or a rod of polar ray or this sort of thing. Like, you could make a very powerful magic item with this. But the normal usage of these little drops, are to create planes of cold, or aligning a plane to cold. The little holes in it appeared to have been like eggs, like these frost worms were carried upon this, and potentially this might have even been used as like an attack to like seed a planet as a weapon, because it was containing these creatures that would spread the frost.
Cryoparthenogenesis.
Sure.
An idea of how to move them?
Typically, beings of cold would be the ones touching these things. Like, you. Normally, it would be
not
like
you.
demigods of cold domains.
Immunity to cold kind of shit.
The archmage of the archmage in Therm's court would be the one diddling with this sort of thing.
Okay, we're gonna GTFO. I think there's enough phases to get out. Now, do I have to find the way out, or do I know where the way out is?
You have to find the way out because
teleport.
when you came
Fuck
in,
that.
there's
Fuck
one
that.
hole.
Fuck
Otherwise,
that.
you get to the ice and then you get stuck.
Teleport. So I was teleporting to the top.
Okay. Are you taking Los with you, or are you letting Los?
Yeah. I'll take.
No, sorry,
Los.
not parthenogenesis. Panspermia is the actual word I was looking for. Parthenogenesis is when like one sex produces on its own. Panspermia is when comets spread life.
Okay.
So this would be this falling from the sky might well have been like panspermia, or could have been an intentional attack. If somebody did this with like 24 of these things, you could,
got
the balance of a given plane.
You got what you need?
He nods. He's like, "Well, let's teleport as a dragon since I don't have my armor. I don't have spell failure."
You're gonna teleport out? Why don't we just
Find the way back.
zoom out?
How many more do I have? 4 more teleports today.
Okay.
You can
Always
just get
afraid of
pulled.
rolling dice.
Yeah, you've seen how that shit goes.
You got what you need?
Yep. He nods. He like grabs Los or puts his hand out so Los can grab him.
Okay.
They teleport up. Nope, not fucking with it. Nope. Nope.
You're not gonna have that scene where you're under the lake trying to find the spot where you broke through, on, like the ice
Fuck
scene.
that. Nope.
Can't breathe.
Well, especially when he stopped navigating himself and Los did it.
Yep.
Yeah, you lose track. Yeah, I'm not. No.
Well, yeah, it's something that frostwormed the place. Okay. Do we?
So yeah, we
Success.
teleport.
Hey,
There's no spell failure. So
slow boiling the fish doesn't bring the fish back to life, but you do have a poached fish.
Okay.
Sulfur is eating your
Here you go,
mistake.
sulfur. We're just feeding sulfur.
Open wide.
Okay.
Oh, it was pretty interesting down there. Very cold. Really cold.
very different.
Be very cold to one of you. And it was cold to
That
me.
thing is extremely dangerous.
Ah,
You can use it to make a weapon.
okay, so we should.
I
Fill,
think
can
we're
also-
just gonna leave it there.
You can also. I can't touch it. No, none of us can.
Yeah, even with the protections and me being half alive and half dead.
no, you're pretty much
You're
dead.
you're
all
on dead.
dead.
Half alive, half dead.
His mind is there. It
Really?
makes
How's
him
the
alive.
pulse? Half?
My sword pulses just fine, thank you.
No.
This sphere is what can be used to craft a plane of cold.
Could we put a heart on his sword so it does pulse?
Well, Los's sword is a Heartseeker sword, so it does let him know like where people with hearts are. So he's maybe misinterpreted that as his own beating heart.
It goes doo-doo.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm back.
Los is pretty irreverent, so
Yep.
you don't know if he's serious.
Phoebe, give me a heal check.
Fitty.
This one could make it.
Okay.
Oh, this one could make it. Sulfur just burning hands to fish. This is the second fishy burning hands, but the first one he like intensified burning hands. This time he just regular burning.
How many charge from the wand of stabilize are we using?
It takes just one and like a CPR check, which you make automatically. Fire burns! Fire.
All right, so flash firing this place, we bring a fish back.
Wow.
Now there's a chance that like they need medical support, or there's like fortitude saves involved to actually survive the process.
And you did this to a fish?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great. Where's it gonna live now?
Oh, we're just checking to see if these things are alive.
Oh, I made it.
You killed that one now.
Yeah, but there are other critters in there that are.
Private sulfur will create water in a pot and some warm stuff.
There we go. There we go. I'll live in here. I don't know how to keep fish.
You think the pot might be some old goblin helm?
Right.
Three charges to heal Lloes.
Oh, hey, thanks.
All right, so there's a thing down there that will freeze your bits off, and it's making the whole place frosty.
Yeah, we should probably leave it here, but we could save things. We probably should fill the hole back in.
Yes, agreed.
I'll help.
So Lloes will use telekinesis to throw ice back in, and Dee Dee will just start creating water to fill the hole.
Zamboni grabber.
Yep.
All right. The water freezes very quickly.
Yeah, it had 20d6 damage at the center of the.
But create water doesn't last, right? The water disappears.
Nope.
It does enough to melt the ice pile that's there to create permanent water.
Okay.
Okay, so
Create food and water. I think the food disappears after a while. Create water is just summoning water.
Nice.
we shall drown the boat. Cantrips all day long.
Somebody left their cantrip on.
What an asshole. All right, so who's gonna be telling Chagga about the thingy?
Well, you're a sergeant, so maybe you just type up or just drop a
Yeah,
report.
that's right. You're the next up. Follow the chain of command. You're
Yep,
next up.
you could
You're
write
right up his
report.
ass there.
Kev's one too, and Kev is a senior.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kev can write the report too.
Kev-
Thanks, bye.
Kev dove his ass into a freezing underground weird lake. No.
But while we're doing it, I'll do a sketch of it. If you give me a description of the little rock thing, then I'll make a sketch of it.
By the way, that thing was likely an attack on this planet.
Yeah, okay. But if you want me to make a sketch for the report, you gotta tell me what it looks like.
TD's gonna do one of the.
Share memory.
Oh. Well, that's neat.
See those little holes?
Oh yeah, it's a good spell, isn't it?
For the likes of Dassod, yes.
All right, Dee Dee's gonna draw what she saw, and then she'll put a few for the frozen fish and turtles in the background, just for.
And she'll probably. It's a good idea to draw where it is in the lake, like the lake with like some landmarks and.
Yeah, maybe some sort of like
Treasure
how
X marks
far,
the
how
spot.
far in, how far down, sort of thing. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to refine the place where we've cut up and
Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's
All right,
not
Dee
gonna take
Dee's
you
drawing of the artifact is 44 on her check.
Cool. Give me a second. I'm actually creating a token for it.
Nice. This goes into the war sketchbook.
Okay.
Cool. How many nodes were on there? Like how many holes?
You didn't take the time to count.
Oh shit, Bob.
Is it showing up as question marks or is it showing up Marty?
Well, I
I got it. Yeah, it's like a blue moon.
I shared the memory with Dee Dee. It's more vivid now. Can I count?
Sketch of weird cold meteorite at the center of Rimevine, as seen by Dassod, with tropical fish and turtles. Flash frozen in the pond. Check 44. It's like one of her best pieces of work.
Cool.
Yeah, it is her best piece of work that she's carrying.
How far out is the radius of the ice? The effect of the ice. Just fly straight up for like, I don't know, 200 meters or something.
He answered this already. It was like a couple
It's
kilometers.
about a kilometer.
Kilometer. Fuck. All right, cool.
Because I don't play by no D&D.
Miles.
It's 0.8 miles.
Radius or across?
Radius.
Okay.
Big.
Okay. So
It does have a tapering sort of level of potency.
Yeah, it's not like a ice. It's like,
All right, I think we're going to leave it here, given that we can't handle it properly. We don't really have a use for it, but it kind of gets filed away into the if we ever need a thing.
If I need a thing, if somebody who owns a lake makes us real mad one day,
I can hold it for like a round or two before it turned into a popsicle.
Anyone ever, randomly gets an item that it makes them immune to cold, then this becomes their thing. I huck the 20d6 ball of cold at your face.
Well, you make it returning, right?
Oh,
yeah. Put a string on it and make it a yo-yo.
Okay, I think we're done here.
What size was it? You said it was a softball, like can be used as a weapon?
You could huck this thing, yeah.
Put it at the end of a mace.
It looks like of a size like medium-sized crafters. This is a manageable item, and you do know because you're the one who rolled the check that you know that there are like staves that use this as a component. There are rods that use this as a component. There's ways to turn this itself into a weapon. But again, their most normal use for them is to create planes of cold, or adding the cold template to a plane or a demi-plane. And you know that they are very, they are obviously very rare. But they are, this was intentionally made by a person for the purposes of crafting.
All right. For now, it seems to be fueling, or our best guess, the Rimevine area.
okay. How are we going to find the other two schmoes? Gerbil. Hey, Duggan, where is Gerbil? How would you find a gerbil?
Some like wood chips, a little squeaky wheel. And...
Let's leave the cold area. Let's leave the cold area and put up a rope trick.
Yeah, I guess we could rest here tonight. You don't want to rest in the cold? Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm done with the cold.
Fly away.
Yeah, well, fly
Hey,
the
at this
fly
point,
walk.
forced marching, but I
Yeah.
think you guys are rather capable.
I will tick off a channel from the growing pool of channels.
Because you've been going since before 8 a.m. and it's now after 10 p.m. of like 2.
Yeah, we
mythic
wander
level
out. Can we have rescued a couple of fish?
Yes.
All right. So
Your success rate of rescuing fish. Give me